I can't explain to y'all how important a healthy routine is, healthy habits. I promise you, if you are following me, if you just start to change your routine, you know, do a little 30-day challenge with me. Jump on a call with me. Let me hear about your life. Let me hear about what's going on. Let me hear about your problems. Let me see if I can help you. 5 people I want to work with one-on-one. You know, I want to see if I can help you. I think I can help you. You know? What y'all looking at? You up? You up yet? Yo, wake up! Wake up! So it's funny how things work. This morning, the natural body alarm goes off at 4:50. I get up to pee, go out and meditate for an hour, and normally my game plan lately has been stay awake, get on the bike, do what you gotta do, but a thought came through my head. You know, you're married, you love your wife, go in there, hug her, you know, make her feel special, give her a little pokey doke. You know, make her feel special. Anyway, PG-13. But it's weird how the universe works, because I was laying there at the same time I was feeling guilty that I wasn't out doing this and trying to educate people. And then my wife jumps out of bed and my daughter's up. So that's just the way things work sometimes, right? Told me what I was supposed to do. Get up. Get out of bed, start your day. It's a new you, right? So this new version of me, this 5:30 in the morning version, 5 o'clock in the morning version, the old version wasn't bad. I mean, he would go till 1 in the morning, but I'm tired of feeling like crap all day and being tired, so I'm getting my sleep. That's why I'm going to bed early now. But yeah, so anyway, that's just how sometimes things work out. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Peace. All right, let's take a walk. Check this out. Come here a lot to get my head right. And yes, I'm gonna kick this with reggae music in my left ear. I don't need to think, I know what I wanna say. To all the, you know, people who might have been the outcasts, right? You freaking lived that life that nobody understood you. You hated boundaries. Laws, religions, you didn't stand for anything. You always felt like you were just floating alone. Trust me, I vibe with you. That was me. That was my life. That's the life I led, right? But trust me, you're far from alone. You're just a part of the first wave. You're awake. You're wakening up. It's a good thing, right? Stop hating yourself for the damn things that you did in the past. It was just to teach you the lesson you need to learn to be where you're at right now, because you're a voice at this point. You have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn how to share, right? But I don't want you to beat yourself up anymore. Whether you had a drug addiction, alcohol problems, I don't care if you used to smack old ladies around. That's who you used to be. It's not who you are anymore. So, join me, right? Send me email. IamAwake10@gmail.com. I'm starting a website called The Awake Ones. I want to get everybody together, right? Because there's people who have a lot of experience in this, who've been talking about being awake for 10 years, who also say it just got very strong the last year and a half, 2 years, like when I feel like mine started happening. But granted, I could say I was awake my whole life because of the way my life went. Every situation I ever got myself into, somehow I got myself out of. And I thought I was a miracle worker, right? I seen things in my head as a kid in hockey games and made it happen. I remember looking at girls across the bar, visualizing exactly what I was going to say, exactly what I was going to do, and exactly how it was going to end. And sorry, ladies, but it ended my way a lot. And I just want everybody to know, your past life is your past life. It doesn't matter anymore. Drop your ego. Let it fall, right? Live your life now. Start to have fun. Start to smile. If you're in a shit job that you hate, quit. I said it, quit. And I promise you, if you can keep your thoughts right, you keep your mind right, and you just tell yourself it'll all be okay, something better is going to come your way, something more suited for you. You just gotta believe in the process, divine order. You're chosen to do this. You're awake. So, have fun. It's very hard. It's very confusing. You will tell yourself, am I going crazy? More than once, more than twice, more than 10 times, more than 20 times. But you have to believe and you have to understand. It all works. It all works. It's a part of the process. Trust the process. Reach out to people like me. Reach out to people like Alexander. Reach out to Ryan. Reach out to Ralph. Reach out to Teal. Whoever your vibe is. Whoever your vibe is. That's what it's about. And, start looking around for awake people. That's the best part about this. Finding out that some of my friends are awake. That's exciting. It's like I might be able to bring one of my tribes back together, right? I hope all my friends who watch this, I hope you're going through what I'm going through. And if you're not and you want to know how to go through it, just get in touch with me. Let's get this going. Let's build our tribe, right? Let's help other people wake up to the fact that if we get out of this reality into the next one, everybody, it's all love, baby. That's what we need. We need love. Going back to my music. Peace out. Love you. Good morning, everybody. Wake up with Kaiser around 6 something in the morning on Thursday. This is my channel dedicated to following my spiritual awakening and trying to help anyone who might be going through a spiritual awakening, or anyone who really wants to learn about it and embark in it on your own life, your own journey. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, I'm just a messenger. This content will find the ones it needs to find. I'm not really going to worry about going crazy about it. I'm just going to do what I do every day. I'm going to talk to y'all. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of advice for your life. I'll tell you a little bit about my life. I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on. And every day, right? You get to see me every day. So what's that mean, right? For those who are trying to get more successful, I had to adapt to a new habit, right? So now instead of staying awake on the computer till about 12 o'clock at night, now cutting my sleep pattern back so I can afford to wake up at 5:30. Now, I don't use an alarm clock. You don't have to. If you just set your brain, you just got to tell yourself this is your routine, you're getting up. Tell yourself you have to pee. Every day at the same time, oh, I have to pee. Trust me, you'll start waking up at that time having to pee, and then you'll be awake because you just peed. Unless you're going to go get some nookie, there's really no reason to get back in bed, right? So adapt to a new habit if you want to gain more success. I'm doing this YouTube channel to, yes, gain more success as in people who know about what's going on. That's what's important to me. And educating as many people as possible, because we're not crazy. We just realized that life was supposed to be built on love and not fear. And right now, everybody's running on fear. You run on anxiety, depression, stress. That 9-to-5 scam. You're being scammed. Scam. Because you are, man. You're straight up being scammed. It doesn't have to be that way. And as you keep watching my life, you'll learn that I was in that lifestyle and I unplugged it. And I wasn't even in bad. Like, I had my own rules my whole life. I was a window tinner who did mobile work. I never even really cared about opening up a shop, and every time I did, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I liked being out. Because I'm a free spirit, baby. I'm just light. And I believe the light force that I was liked to have fun, because my whole entire life might have been a lot of learning to get to this point to educate, right? Because I can honestly say I did it harder than anybody I know, and none of it was worth it. None of it. Where I'm at now in my life with my wife and my kids, and I feel that, God, the way I feel right now, I get goosebumps. It's like electricity. I feel so good inside now. Where when I was in that life, that 3D reality BS of everybody competing and ego this and I'm better than this and oh look at me and hey check me out, read my status and blah. All that stuff is pointless and meaningless. That's why I don't even look at it anymore. If I come on Facebook, it'll be to educate y'all. It'll be to lead you on your way. And today's episode, I'm going to talk about relationships. Me and my wife went through some trying friggin' times. Like, you gotta understand, sometimes when you're going through awakening and whatever course you're taking, and however the information is being brought to you, sometimes it takes a little while. And if you don't know what's going on, it can cause some issues. So if you're going through your awakening and you have loved ones, I'm going to be your best friend, because I almost lost my wife. Our family almost got shattered. And granted, my wife has issues and we're going to work on them, and we have been. But the fact that I was so super sensitive to negativity in any kind of social platform, like watching my wife stare at her phone, wouldn't have bothered me 3 or 4 years ago. I remember watching her do it. It didn't really bother me. I would just look at mine. No big deal, right? It got to a point where everything frustrated me. And I'm sorry, babe, I love you. Now that we know what was going on, I was hard on you. And I apologize from the deepest soul of my heart. I just didn't know, you know? You didn't know. Now that we see where we're at and how our life is going to be, it's beautiful. But we didn't know, and they're like real tears about to stream down my face, because I love that woman. And going through an awakening, sometimes you get scared points because you don't have all the information. You don't know what the next chapter is. Sometimes you feel like, oh my God, am I not going to have my family? Well, I was having them thoughts yesterday, and I was riding my bike. And I was so into my thoughts that I kind of blocked out the music. And when the music came on, it was Bob Marley. You know, when I finally tuned in on it, everything's gonna be all right. And that's all it took, right? Because as you go through an awakening, you'll start understanding, signs will start to come to you. Just like how when I don't know what I'm going to say, but I turn on that camera, I know what I'm going to say, and now I see why all the other guys are doing this stuff in one take, because we get in here, we say what we got to say, and we move on. Back to the whole relationship. You're going through an awakening, male or female, and you start looking at your partner in different ways. It might be an awakening. You might want to start educating yourself, right? Because you're going to get very pulled back from a lot of people you know right now. You're going to pull back. You're going to change everything about yourself. If you have a lot of bad habits, you're going to start shedding them. You're just going to drop them off of you very quickly. And your life is just going to slowly change. You're going to get the urge to get out in nature a lot. You're going to probably want to quit your job. I was self-employed. I had an easy life, but I didn't like the struggle of if the customer was coming, because I didn't understand how it all worked then. Now I understand. Like, I could go back to that life if I wanted to, but I want this to be my life right here. I want to educate people, right? This is going to be about an awakening, about beating addictions, about meditating, right? How important all these things are. And what you put in your body. Come on. I was saying that before I even realized I was awake. I was saying to my wife, doesn't it just make sense if the universe gave you something? Shouldn't you treat it like a temple? Like, watch what you do to it. This is the only thing you're giving. This is the most valuable thing, not your Corvette. Jesus, think about that. You put more pride on your motorcycle than you do on yourself while you drink 12 beers at a bike rally, then ride home and take a chance of dying that way too. Come on. Everybody, and that goes for everybody. I'm not picking on bikers. I actually like bikers. But anyway, if you're in a relationship and you start just... Me and my wife went through some crazy stuff. We'll get into that later. I want to get her on camera and talk about that. We went through some crazy stuff, and what that's called is the dark day of the soul. And I was just going through the darkest time of my life, even though I went through some dark stuff, right? So like I told my wife, my awakening happening because I really think I'm very important, and I chose to embody this body because of the journey it was going to go on. The hard journey it was going to go on. The pain. I got my ass teased so bad as a kid for stuttering that I found out what being bullied felt like at a very early age, right? That went into starting to play baseball and having an alcoholic father who thought shaming you would make you better, right? I just got better because I didn't want to hear his drunk ass anymore talking crap, so it was better to hit home runs. That's why I got better. That's why I went out in the backyard and killed myself every day to get better. I got better for you. What did you do for me? Did you ever get better for me? No, I got better for you. So anyway, I had to deal with that lifestyle, right? We lost a brother when I was 4. I had to grow up with that pain. My dad was just, you were a drunk, Pop, sorry. And you know, my mom was doing her best, and my mom throughout the years slowly went from a very vibrant, happy woman sliding down where my sisters and everybody was always mean to her, and there are the things that's the pain I'm talking about that I had to endure, right? So as I go through life, right, one thing after another, just painful. So I want to tell my whole story. Back to the point. People in relationships, if you just out of the blue start having a lot of problems, I hope this video finds you, right? I hope if you're just starting your awakening and things just don't seem right, I hope this video finds you. There's a link in the descriptions for Ryan Cropper's video that gave me my answers, right? Because I was just going, man, I am doing stuff with my mind, because last year at this time when I signed up to be a digital marketer, I saw that in my head every day of my life, and guess what? I'm doing exactly what I saw, right? So when that stuff started to happen, I really started asking myself the same questions I had already been asking myself. There's more to it. And I always knew there was more to it. Even when I was a little kid, I knew there was more to it. And the worst thing people could have did back then for guys like us, because we're the first wave, baby. Sometimes I just draw a blank. It's a part of being awake. Just. So anyway, right? Now knowing that the mind does so much and imagination does so much. What a foul, man. Y'all put out Star Wars back in the day. Battlestar Galactica, right? I feel like I'm getting ready to live that, right? My whole life, like, looking up the stars, like, there's gotta be more, right? Because we were the generation of kids that we didn't grow up with them devices. We were staring up. We were always paying attention. We were so aware and so awake that got... people started taking notice, right? The more you take away these people's attention, the more you take away the control they have over themselves. Alright, so word of advice today, right? Let's just go to addiction, because I hate addiction. You're the type of person that has to drink every day. It starts right here. You've got to make that conscious decision that everything around you is more important, and your body, right? Your body's the most important. And what really helped me, if you want to get mad at alcohol, really look at it. Really look at the purpose it has here. Start studying it. Start looking up how many Americans get DUIs a year. 1.5 million. Times that by just the minimum cost of your first DUI, which is the $1,000 fine. I know, sit in there for a second, right? Now think about all the second offenses and third offenses, and think about all the tax that it makes, and think about all the trash that it creates that we have to get rid of, and, you know, think about how, you know, you might die someday because your liver might fail, right? Or think about, you know, how your aunt's friend lost her son because of a drunk driver. Or, you know, I don't know, how about just think about how many times you drank it and you act like an ass. Or, you know, you got in an argument and it was all your fault. Or you punched somebody. Or you got mouthy with a cop. Or, you know, disrespected your parents, right? Nothing comes good from alcohol, so stop sticking it in your mouth. You want the life, you want the great life? Put down all your bad habits. Just wake up. Just wake up. That's all it takes. Wake up. Take back what's yours. I did. Look at my life. Start doing research on me. Add me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, The Awake Ones. Alright? Sorry, sometimes I seem like I'm a bad guy, but I'm not. That's just the anger of being sold a lie my whole life. That's it, right? We're sold an illusion. And pick up on this fact. A lot of very influential people on this planet right now are saying, and they keep saying it, it's a very special time to be alive. This is a great time to be alive. This is the best time to be alive. Because you're about to witness 3D reality go to 5D. We'll talk about that more later. Oh no! What's wrong? No! Who smells like poop? You smell like poop? Or do you smell like poop? Who smells like poop?
No poop in there.
It's you, ain't it? It's you. Yes, it is.
Oh,
it's
God.
you. It's you. You stinky.